What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the live stream. Just noticed that the neon is covered up by the, which is awesome. So I've just laser cut some rubber gaskets, and while I was doing that, I was paint stripping my skateboard. So the workshop smells like absolute shit, and it's not a super enjoyable environment to be in right this minute. G'day Chris, welcome to the stream. Thanks for giving it a like. I really appreciate it. This camera is super blown out. Just bear with me 1 second. Let's get in here and let's just turn that exposure down a little bit. Not better, but okay. Yeah, so crazy day. I don't know why I choose to do these things at the end of the day. The cutting the rubber specifically is I try and do that when other businesses aren't here. Mostly so it doesn't really upset them. I was just going to post onto Instagram. Let's get that sorted, done and done. All right, now on Friday's stream, the stream died right at the end. Or it wasn't actually right at the end, but it became the end since the stream died. And what had happened was this guy here, right here. This is the little machine that I use to change the scenes. and it had turned off, so I unplugged it and was trying to sort of figure out where the USB cable was going, and the USB cable was wrapped around the power cord for the computer at the wall, and when I yanked it, I yanked the PC power straight out the wall. And it was just like a cascade of bullshit. And when I booted back up, the stream wouldn't. Oh, first of all, the computer was trying to finish an update, and the restart had triggered all that stuff. Anyway, where we're at right now is we are going to finish that tank that we were working on then. I haven't touched it since. Basically, after I couldn't get the stream restarted, I threw in the towel, walked out the building, and didn't come back until yesterday morning. Oops. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, some of these things are just like, they're so far-fetched, but yet they still happen, that sometimes I just don't understand things. So, on this guy, we need to do something else to get some heat back in this guy. I don't know where I think we had just welded this, I think we're just critiquing that seam there. So I'm going to jump back to the bottom, and we'll just get we'll get a weld into this guy. I definitely need to change the tungsten out, because while I was tacking today, I definitely remember dipping it. So I don't know if you can hear it at all, but I have a massive air purifier in the shop, and I've got that running at the moment to try and residual rubber smell. The CO2 laser that I have built a big filter box for it, so it goes through 2 charcoal filters and 2 HEPA filters before going, at the moment it's going out the door because I've relocated the machine, but usually it will go up and out the vent in the roof. So yeah, I do all I can to try and get rid of the fumes, but it's a good portion of it is paint stripper right now. So I'll ball this tungsten. So we're using a 2.4 mil 2% serrated tungsten in there. It's ground to a fairly sharp point, and we'll just get a point on it right now. So in here we will go right down to profile number 10, which has just got the AC balance cranked all the way up. And these 2% serrated tungstens, I don't know if that's going to focus there, but they bowl super fast, super nice. Really, really like them. If you're doing thin aluminium, I definitely recommend giving them a try. I've got a 1.6 mil 5356 filler. We are going to be welding on straight current, which is setting number 1 for me. This is auto on pre-flow and post-flow, foot pedal, running square wave, 130 hertz, negative 33 on the AC balance, and we're 120 hertz. 120 amps. I want to say. Max. The foot pedal, I don't know if I can show you. I've actually got it. It's all filthy right now. Let me see if I can dust it off and show you. It's the downside of having a CNC machine cutting aluminium, but I'm in the process of refurbishing my skateboard, and I was playing around with some grip tape and I thought I'd test it on my foot pedal, so I made some nice jigsaw puzzle grip tape on my CO2 laser. Thought it turned out pretty nice. I got some really coarse gripped grip tape, and so I wanted it for when I go off-roading on my board. The regular skateboard grip tape is way too fine. But yeah, just playing around, and I really wanted to see how basically cutting it and keeping the backing film on was really difficult. And I just wanted to see how it peeled and transferred, and my board's not ready yet to stick the grip tape on, so why not try the pedal? But I wonder if there's, I don't necessarily want to say a market, but a need for, or a desire for custom foot pedal grip, because it was really fun. It was really fun to do. And of course that camera froze right at the start, but it will come good on this run here. All right. Cruise around there, not too bad. I think I had a dabbing problem right there. I think I actually just overshot the puddle as I was dabbing the rod in. I definitely want to redo this weld at the bottom. That was always the intention, but I wonder if I should do it right now. Originally I wanted to do it when the part was hot, but I think now's the time. I'm going to do it on a pulse setting, and I'm going to use pulse setting number 4 for this one, which is just a little bit higher current than my regular one. Still on auto for pre-flow, post-flow. This is a 1 second pulse with a 60% on time, and a little bit lower on the frequency. So this one here I often will use for welding fittings on or something like that. And it's 150 amps there, so we'll still use the 1.6mm filler. Yeah, let's just buzz across this now while it's really bothering me. It's a little bit nicer, but not that much better. So basically, when I put this tank together, there was about a 4mm gap where this curve panel met the bottom there, and it is the second one that I've ever made of this tanks, and the first and second one I cut at exactly the same time, so no alterations have been made to the design. But definitely in future ones it'll be extended to make sure that that doesn't happen again. If there are future ones. Basically this was a custom tank, and it needed to be raw finish for the customer, so since I only really had one shot at it, I cut 2 sets of parts so I could make sure that I got 2 really good sets of parts to make one good raw finish tank. And so these are the other parts that you know, really need to be powder coated. But there was a lot of positive response from that, and I have had a single person say that they would like to buy one, but when I asked them to pre-order, they said they would definitely buy one if there was one in stock, not wanting to pre-order. So I thought I'd make one since we've got one cut, and just see if there's a market for it. It's massive. I forget how big it is. I think it's like 5.4 liters or something. It's a huge catch can, and this catch can was designed for a 1,000 horsepower vehicle. So. All right, traveled down there pretty well. Let's zoom in and take a look. Shane, welcome to the stream, or thanks for liking. Appreciate it, really appreciate it. Looks really good going across there. I did, I don't know, that's the second time tonight I've overshot the puddle. Might be quite high off of paint stripper fumes right now when I'm not entirely sure. Looking forward to the weekend, man. If you're here, I mean, if you're here now, not the weekend. Really looking forward to it. I'm going to keep cruising along the top here and just prop him up a little bit. And it's definitely time to just get a chill block on the top there and try and get a little more comfortable for this weld. So this is the back, so you don't really see this weld. You know, we're still obviously trying to do our best the whole way around. I'm going to be a little bit unprofessional and just take a swig of apple juice while I'm welding. It's a apple juice kind of day. Felt like the longest weld in the history of welds. Traveled across there, not too bad. Had a bit of a blowout right at the start that I had to chase, but looked like I managed to control it pretty well. It looks really good on the finished weld. Can definitely see a tack that was there. It was quite a large tack. I think I went over right here. But all in all, really nitpicking. Okay, things are going really nicely now. Let's zoom out a little bit there. So I think we can try and figure out how to tackle this, this weird angle at the back here. My little welding table is far too small for a tank this size. And definitely in the wrong position as well. So we'll just button up this little corner over here and then cruise around to be able to do this back side here. I don't know how I'm going to prop that up yet, but we'll figure it out in a second. Okay, so shouldn't be too bad. We'll just stand it up like this. This curved side I still need to weld, but I'm going to try and film a video through the stream while I weld that. Actually, I might film a video on this one as well, just to see how it goes and get more footage. I did a TikTok the other day, I think it was on Friday, where a little bit tongue-in-cheek, I said that using a prop is cheating, and then I did a weld with the prop that was really, really nice. It was actually this weld here on this tank, this one across here, and it was actually the most popular video that I've ever posted on any platform, in fact. But it sparked a lot of interesting comments. Yeah, so I wanted to just get a behind the hood shot to post up. I don't know how I'll go about cropping it, but we'll figure that out. But yeah, really interesting to receive so many comments of people. Mostly for props, but a couple of people just telling me what a terrible welder I am. Really, but yeah, we'll do it right now. So I'm pushing the record button. We are officially recording the stream in the background. All right, not too bad across the back there either. Everything seems to be chugging along pretty nicely. Had a little bit of a blowout. I had a couple at the start, but then one just here. But managed to catch it okay, and it doesn't look too bad. So now let's go down this little curve. Here we'll be able to get a chill block on here. Have already, let me show you here, have already fusion weld this really thin section through here, but this is a really nice, nice comfortable weld to do for me. Yeah, I'm not fussed about them all at all. I really like anyone who takes the time to leave a negative comment. I can't help but have empathy for, to take time out of their day to try and tear me down or somebody else down. I really, and it seems very cold, not cold, condescending is probably what it is, but I always want to reach out and just see if they're okay, or if there's anything I can do for them. Because I think I definitely think you have to be in a specific place in the world to want to tear someone down on the internet. But no, out of it all, like, there was 2 or 3 people that said things that were a little bit hurtful, but they do sting, you know, they do sting, because I don't think that I'm very good at this, and you know, anything that I feel has a grain of truth, you know, hangs around inside my head. But yeah, really interesting, I guess, all that aside, like, really interesting to have a video that gets you know, tens of thousands of likes and comments. I don't know how many comments, but definitely not tens of thousands, but really interesting. I can see why people strive for it, might be the right word. It is so interesting, but yeah, TikTok's a funny place. It's a really funny place. I'm gonna hit the record button again, and we're gonna get this weld done. All right, that was a sensational weld. I just want to grab this camera while I'm still recording, so I can have it all in one clip. I'll just grab this camera here, and hopefully I won't unplug it. And oh gosh, I've just got this battery pack dangling. We'll just jump into settings, and hopefully we'll be able to just travel down this world and do one of these. And with any luck, I'll be able to get whatever it is, 9x16, some vertical footage out of that. It's like I guess we're in 1080p now, so so there's a good chance of that. So anyway, we've just seen that, but really nice. I love this curved weld. I could do that all day long. Just so comfortable with the following the same arc of the wrist. Really, really good. So we're done with this tank bar fittings and brackets, which is excellent. Stop recording there. That's cool. So next up, I definitely want to try and get this guy welded. This is, I think every time I say it's the last one, so it can't be, and I don't know how many more there are, but this is another mixed match of tumbled parts, parts just from the R32 tub that have been hanging around for forever, some poorly tumbled parts, some more poorly tumbled parts. These are laser cut. This is all laser cut and tumbled, and then the baffling on the inside is cut off my CNC machine. So it's a mix match. Why is he a mix match? I don't know. I think because I put this is a recirc version, so I put different filters, different baffles in. On the recirc version, and I think just because I could make a full tank with a mix match of parts, just is what it is. I really don't know how many more of these there are, but I can't wait to see the back of the tumbled / laser cut parts. TikTok's a very toxic platform. Yeah, it is. No different, I think, than Instagram, whatever, as far as the self-justification. It depends. I think it definitely depends on the audience or the targeted audience. But yeah, I mean, I don't take the time to comment much more. I mean, on Instagram, I will comment on other fabricators' posts and things like that. But I just love to see people doing it, though. Like, I don't know. I guess that's why I don't have a very big following. Like, I don't know how to do how to do advertising or self-promotion, or two, how to do the social media thing. I'm just here to frickin' make catch cans, man. That's all I want to do. And I want to try and encourage people to make shit. But yeah, I think if I got better at it, I'd be able to get that message to more people. But I just don't have the inclination to do the trending stuff or whatever. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. I think the advice / knowledge thing is very. I don't know. I think it's a little bit of what people think they know versus their capability. At least that's my experience. But again, if somebody's going to take the time, whether they're better or worse, or however you measure that metric, For them to take time out of their day to try and belittle or tear someone down, for me, it just speaks volumes of their, you know, their mental space in life, or where they're at, or how they feel about themselves, and my heart just goes out to that. I really just want to be like, dude, can I help you with anything? But I can't think of how that would come across positively, if that makes any sense at all. But I feel for them rather than take offense to it. But I think I've been on the internet long enough. Like I used to get really butthurt about people talking shit about me, but I don't anymore. I just could not care less. I'm just over here doing my own thing. So we had, I think it's too late for me to update that. We've had some new subscribers, and that I just noticed that window hasn't updated, and I don't know if I can acknowledge them at all. They're not there, but I'll get that sorted for next time. I have to log out and log back in before the stream starts for that thing to work. Okay, sounds a little bit like I'm running too much gas, but we are 7.5 litres instead of 7 litres. I don't think I'll go to the trouble of changing that. So let's jump over here and get into profile number 3, which is my pulse profile. Same as always, auto on the pre-flow and post-flow. We are a 45% on time with a 0.83 second pulse. And the parameters are the same, square wave, 130 hertz and negative 33 on the AC balance. And this guy is 110 max amps and 35 min on the foot pedal. So this is a fast pulse. I don't know if I've had it on the fast setting for one of these bottom things. Maybe we're learning something, maybe we're not. I can't remember. Tried to help a guy making toolboxes. He fired up. Yeah. I think that's the hard part, being the helper versus the helpee as well. Like, I mean, it's just a strange, I mean, I don't know, is that a rule? Like to not offer help, but like when your heart's in the right place, it's so hard. I mean, these couple of people that posted nasty things on my thing, like I went and looked at their profile. I wish I didn't. Like, because ultimately I don't care, but yeah, you just want to give someone a tip. I remember one time I worked at Coates, and this is sort of the whole circle for me of why I don't offer advice. When I worked at Coates, there was a MIG welding machine, and I was sort of like the go-to guy for welding there, and I was young and super cocky and way up myself compared to the man that I am today. But I remember hearing this guy struggle to get the arc started and to carry a nice weld, and I just went in and I didn't say a word. I just changed the settings in the machine and walked off. And I reflect on that every time I think about giving helper advice. I don't actually have a full circle story for that, but I just think like people have to be in a place to receive help as well as you be in a place to give help. But But yeah, it sucks ass, man, that you just want to say, like, here's a little tip to help you with your struggle. But in TikTok land or social media land, it's a risky game to play. That is absolutely for sure. Yeah, that's pretty nice on the faster pulse there. Probably a little bit cold actually, but traveled really nice. This is the first weld on this part, so there's no heat in there at all, but I definitely heard a tack pop, and I think it was the tack right before I covered it up. Oh no, here it is. Here it is. It's this one up here on the fold there. I'm curious, Chris, where you think the most active welding community is on the internet, be it Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, or I know that Jody from Welding Tips and Tricks was making a welding specific app, which I think was on my radar a couple of years ago, but it was iPhone only, and I'm an Android user. But yeah, I wonder, where do you think that the welding community is in this social media world, or where are they the most inviting? Might be a better question. Definitely don't want to be on the pulse setting for this, so let's go back to setting number 1, which is our straight current. Stick to private welding groups, yeah, so like Facebook groups. Yeah, Facebook groups, yeah. I think that's where people are the most receptive to advice, at least. But yeah, I think there might be like a few communities there, but I think I'm only sort of in a couple of the TIG welding groups, and I don't spend enough time on there. I really should. cycle through that camera there. Alright, so got a bit of heat in the part now, that was the goal. I really like doing this end here, just lots of short, straight, easy welds. It's a lot of fun to do that. And it's super comfortable being up high there. So I'm going to get around this filter basket now. A little bit of added difficulty on this one with the outlet for the recirculating feature in this tank, but we'll get through that. So on that one, it's going to be back to the pulse setting that we're using previously. So setting number 3, pre-flow and post-flow is on auto. We're running a foot pedal. 45% on time with a 0.83 second pulse, 130 hertz square wave, negative 33 on the AC balance, and we are 110 amps max on the foot pedal. And that's not what we want there. Dip the rod into the tungsten. Not ideal. Just liberate that, that little molten bowl. Grab the TIG finger and we'll clean that soot off. And change the tungsten. Don't have my tungsten counter up on the screen anymore. On this new program, I haven't transferred, not that I will transfer the tungsten counter, actually. But we're using the same 2% serrated, really sharp tip. We'll just do this one without bowling it, and we'll see how it fares at the end of the weld. Okay, cruise around there, not too bad. Doesn't look like any of the side seams distorted. This one maybe slightly. Not bad at all. Gonna jump underneath here and do this curve. Something like that, and we'll get in here. Is that camera still on? Yes. And go back to our straight current setting. And all looks good. We'll grab a little more apple juice. It's the absolute worst background smell to have is paint stripper, I think. It's absolute trash. My air purifier is switched off. It's done its job, but obviously the smell doesn't disappear. Never resealed that tack that popped, even though I just belted it down. It just popped again. I'll just have to seal him up. Okay, not too bad. I was definitely chasing a bit of a blowout through here and did not have enough filler, so there is a stop-start partway through there, and then the usual stop-start on the seam there, on the fold rather. Does look really good though. No problems. So I might just flip it over now, and we'll go around the top and take the opportunity to be able to run a chill block. Got a little bit of overhang on the curve, on the top panel to the curve panel here, which might be a bit crappy to weld, but try and be mindful to slow down a bit as we go past this hole right here. But that's all we can really do. Got a right there, I don't know if you can see that very well, but that dot, let me get a pointing stick. This dot right here is an arc, so where the table has arced against the part. Seem to get that on these tumbled parts. It's like because it's been tumbled in a media with a liquid, it seems to skin the part, oxidization on the part there. Something that I've noticed with the tumbled stuff, obviously we're not doing that anymore, but they're still, I say that while I'm literally doing one. Yeah, it sucks a little bit, and the parts were tumbled with a simple green based solution, and all you can smell is simple green while welding. It's not a bad smell, but the fact that I can smell it is probably a bad thing. It's probably one of those times where I should consider AdFlow helmet. So let's get this prop here and get a chill block on there. All right. Not too bad. I'm glad that I gave myself forewarning about slowing down. As soon as I saw that hole, I actually needed to reposition my angle a little bit, and it looks pretty good, I think. It looks pretty good. It definitely looks a bit wonky, but will look really good once it's powder coated, for sure. Love your AdFlow helmet. Yeah. Do you wear it like the belt, or do you just hang the belt away? And because I'm thinking like this, where is it here? This USB cable. It'd be super easy to run a pipe up with the USB cable. Yeah, think about it a lot. I just don't want to have to put like the whole situation on every time. Just hearing me say that back, because putting a filtration pack on a couple of times a day is like so much more annoying than getting lung cancer. It's so stupid, isn't it? All right, that was a really nice straight weld. I actually I tried to make a mental note. It was about halfway through the filter basket there. There was a really big tack, so I didn't dab on it. I just, you know, just continued the rhythm. I'm going to say it was right there, but definitely, definitely a nice straight weld there. So no issues with the, you know, normally I was sinking after the front baffles. But yeah, really, really good on that one. Really happy with that. Yeah, it makes sense if you're being mobile to wear the belt for sure. It makes 100% sense. All right, so last time I did this in one pass and really enjoyed the outcome. So let's see if we can do it again. Like so.